this. Okay. Discord. Don't talk about the picture. I was like fucking 9. Okay. Can you turn it down, maybe? Or I can just do this. That should be better. I can always just try talking into the mic. Okay. Is this better? That was supposed to be one of the bosses. Yeah, because this bitch is broken! I love Yamiko. Yamiko makes me so happy. She's just so good. Like... Literally! Be running through this shit like Doom running through supports. Like, this is supposed to be one of the hardest boss fights. Right? And I can kill her before she even gets into her main phase. I killed her before she was halfway to her main phase. Mm-hmm. Six. Yeah. This thing right here was about 700 bucks. And then this thing right here, all of this was about 900? This thing right here was crazy fucking expensive. It's much more than I wanted to admit, but... And this thing right here was much more expensive than I want to admit. She's so hot, though. Hmm? What ain't gonna lie? You can do the same on Honkai, I bet. The game's still new. Yeah. Like, these are all the characters in Genshin. Aren't there like standard banner characters in Honkai? Like if you lose your 50-50. Isn't there like 7? So, you know, I have like fucking 65 characters, right? 65 copies of 5-star characters, right? Right? You there? Ruh-roh. Am I?
私のお家にいらし治療しないとな。
命の重みを知りなさい。ようやくは口に。
めくれまし根こそぎにしてあげる。よっついてきて。呪言チョック全部丸見えね。律令に従え命ずる。
風の歌、雲の行くごと。
踊りなさい。神里流と入れよ。
風よ。
行きまや失礼。天心直送。
もみちばを散らまく惜しみ。
ソーランドイ覚えた。具現化せよ律令。音が聞こえる。見えないだろ。知識はあなたにも。直律令直。
薬も毒になり得ます。すぐに。
めくれまし根こそぎにしてあげる。神道の権限呪言律令。踊りなさい。念の表情。
風を知れ。
表層よ化身となる。
雲がく足りなくと。
失礼。桜吹雪入れよ。
マイそれもみちばを散らまく惜しみ。
魂よ踊りなさい。何か悩み事一緒に考えてあげるわ。
ようやく
呪言。
手をつなぎましょう。私のお家にいらっ治療しないとな。
さあ婦人寛大です。薬も
なんだ試練満員だよ。せい律流呪言。
全部丸見えね。これこそが知恵の伝。
女神だ。さあすぐに治してあげましょう。
治療しない。
見えないだろ。音が聞こえる。
Wrong target.
ついてきて。はっ律流。
ふふ。じゃ知識をあなたにも。
直。
命の重みを知りなさい。
めくれますよっ。えっ
Okay. Excuse me.
Right now, right here.
I am the Guji of the Grand Narukami Shrine. The purpose of my visit is to monitor your every move, for such is the order of the shrine. Oh, come on, don't be so nervous. It's only officialese, for goodness sake. I couldn't just go gallivanting around for no reason at all, could I? Now, come on, do something amusing for me. Traveling to other worlds is all that anyone seems to be writing about these days. Goodness knows. I am the Guji of the Grand Narukami Shrine. The purpose of my visit is to monitor your every move, for such is the order of the shrine. Oh, come on, don't be so nervous. It's only officialese, for goodness sake. I couldn't just go gallivanting around for no reason at all, could I? Now, come on, do something amusing for me. Morning. You look awfully drowsy. Didn't you sleep well? Come on then, what is it? What mischief were you up to last night, Ugh, what a headache. What should I have for lunch? Not fried tofu again. I'm in the mood for something a little lighter today. Oh, I know. I haven't seen the Yashiro Commission girl in a while. Let's get her to make us a little something, hmm? The moon is simply magnificent tonight. We mustn't squander it. Come, join me for a moonlight stroll. I won't take no for an answer. I suppose I should get some sleep. I must say, I do find it hard to doze off peacefully without the soothing sound of thunder booming in the background. Oh, you'd like to know more about me? I'm willing to tell, but what will I gain in exchange, hmm? It has to be a fair trade. So you tell me all about you, and I'll tell you all about me. Deal?
Ooh, you're taking me out?
You want... Knights and aristocrats share the same cultural heritage, but the knights had enough sense to do away.
The threads of your fate lie in my...
Let it be known that divinity is mine! Perish!
Going in!
Final warning!
On for beat...
Freeze to the core!
Eye for an eye!
Churn! I am the all-knowing God! Burn to oblivion!
Midnight Phantasmagoria!
Benny's adventure team! I have failed you.
Now, your eyes have been opened.
Let's light it up!
Engaging! Reality
Off we go!
is pain! Good riddance, cruel world! Neutralizing threats! Let's keep going, team!
Shudder! Crush!
Get out of here!
Not possible.
Everybody stand!
Providing cover fire! Midnight Phantasm.
Flood of frost! I condemn you!
I was destined for more.
right. If this rain keeps up, my fur will be dripping wet. Many people dread the sound of thunder. To me, it sounds fondly familiar. Personally, I think the idea of things staying the same forever is quite beautiful. Ah, but alas, that is simply not the way the world works. Most humans could have the entirety of their fleeting lives chronicled in but a few short lines. Their stories really make for terribly dull reading. Show them. Right now. Come on out.
time for a house call.
What exactly is teamwork?
Personally, I think the idea of things staying the same forever is quite beautiful. Oh, but alas, that is simply not the way the world works. Traveling to other worlds is all that anyone seems to be writing about these days. Goodness knows what they find so disappointing about their own world. Personally, I think the idea of things staying the same forever is quite beautiful. Oh, but alas, that is simply not the way the world works. Take your true form!
sky is clearing up, and so is my mood. I just hope no one shows up to bother me. If they do, I'll just make them disappear. Mind be purged, world be saved. My pole arm doesn't distinguish friend from foe, and there is clearly a limit to the red rope's power. That's why I loathe crowded areas.
Obey!
Mind be purged, world be saved. My name is Shen-He. I was born fated to bear the curse of calamity, so I am prone to bring harm to the people around me. The Adepti urged me to bind my soul with red ropes to keep my homicidal nature at bay. If you are able to walk alongside me without fear... very well. Now, give me your hand. The assumption that every person has somewhere to call home is naive. I got used to living in the mountains alongside the birds and beasts a long time ago. My pole arm doesn't distinguish friend from foe, and there is clearly a limit to the red rope's power. That's why I loathe crowded areas. The assumption that every person mind be purged. My pole arm in the mortal world at times like these, is it not customary to use an umbrella? The sky is clearing up, and so is my mood. I just hope no one shows up to bother me. If they do, I'll just make them disappear. In this weather, I can freeze monsters in place and simply let the lightning bolts take care of the rest. A good way to not get my clothes dirty. Yes. This reminds me of Master. She loves to ride the swift winds of Qingyun Peak. Good morning. The dew is very sweet today. Would you like some? If you feel fatigued after lunch, you should try meditating. It's very effective. Do you prefer the artificial light of the cities and towns, or the moonlight in the mountains? Feel free to rest. I'm a light sleeper. If I hear anything in the vicinity, I'll investigate it for you. For all the training I've had, honing my body and mind, learning the Adepti arts, I've mostly been guided by my own instincts. It just comes down to self-preservation. I'm not trying to save the world, so if I wipe out some evil presence and it happens to benefit you, don't thank me. It's just a force of habit. If I treat people kindly, they call me an adeptus, and if I put them in their place, they call me a witch. The one thing you'll never hear them call me is human. They all seem to agree that I'm fundamentally different from them. I rarely leave the mountains, so I was never taught proper manners. When a conflict arises, I just take care of it the way that comes naturally to me. But if you don't approve of my methods, please do let me know. Even if I don't fully understand your reasoning, I will always defer to you. My master gave me these red ropes in order to restrain my impulses. But during our journey together, I feel I have finally grasped the key to all of this. Somehow, controlling my strength, knowing when to restrain myself and when to unleash, it comes more naturally to me now. I think that what saves me from myself is not my red ropes, but you. If you understand what that means to me, please stay by my side. So this shiny gemstone is called a vision? Huh. The gifts that fate brings, fate can just as easily take away. If one day my connection to this vision comes to an end, that'll be it. And the light inside of it will go out. Driving evil spirits away comes easily to me. Getting rid of my inner demons, however. Unless you can find a way to let go, all the Adepti arts and exorcism techniques in the world can't save you. Why do I always hear people say, the first snow of the season is a sight for sore eyes? We have snow every single day in the mountains. So which instance counts as the first snow? I don't understand what they mean. Please explain this to me. I have no use for the wealth that ordinary people desire. But in the hands of Lady Ningguang, wealth becomes a means of solving complex issues of the kind that no weapons could ever hope to resolve. She understands the unwritten rules of human society. She knows what's in people's hearts. Master once told me that even the Adepti aren't able to achieve this. I hold her and her work in high regard. Please don't pay any heed to the way most people refer to me. I am not an Adeptus and don't possess any divine abilities. I was born in a branch family of a clan of exorcists and grew up in the mountains far away from Liyue Harbor. I am but an Adeptus disciple, nothing more, nothing less. I've heard many stories about her from my master. She's really quite different from how I originally imagined her. But don't worry, I'll be keeping this to myself. Speaking of Ganyu, her work in Liyue Harbor is unbelievably busy. It seems that there is a price to pay for those who want to integrate into the mortal world.
Now that you mention it, it's been a while since I last saw Ganyu. Before the Sakoku decree came into effect, the two of us would often meet to discuss bilateral relations between our two nations. I always found her quite reliable. The next time you go to Liyue, take her some more fresh sea Ganoderma for me.
Those with the blood of the Adepti have strong constitutions. Even when she is ill or injured, she does not require any medicine to recover. She isn't like your average mortal, who would be left with long-term residual issues if they did not receive medical treatment after a serious injury.
I've always greatly enjoyed working with Gujiae. Organizing festival affairs generally takes a lot of effort and doesn't generate much income, but Gujiae's events always come off both elegant and profitable.
Lady Guji has been kind to us in the Kamisato clan, but she has never quite taken to me personally. I trust you'll have heard the way she refers to me, the Yashiro rascal, and other such flattering monikers. We run into each other semi-regularly, given the overlap in our work, and despite whatever private thoughts we each may have, our working relationship is quite a harmonious one. I have no great objection to this state of affairs. Working with intelligent people always makes things highly efficient. In any case, however objectionable she might find me, she would be forced to admit that without me, she would have no one to help execute her weird and wonderful ideas.
Ah, the secretary. I could never work non-stop like she does. Certainly not at that level of efficiency. I guess being half Adeptus must have its perks. Imagine not needing sleep to regain your energy levels.
Liyue's prosperity has not merely been built on Rex Lapis's oracles or wisdom. It is also thanks to the countless servants of the Geo Archon who have honored their end of the contract. Of them, Ganyu is the one who has served for the longest time. If you want to know about her past, you should ask her about it. I fear my wording would not be delicate enough to receive her approval.
You can't imagine how boring it is to be a shrine maiden. Even Lady Guji from the Grand Narukami Shrine has her publishing gig to break up the monotony. I will never go back to being a shrine maiden. Never.
Guji Ai's actions often leave me with many questions. Nevertheless, the fact that she is the head shrine maiden of the Grand Narukami Shrine clearly shows the level of trust and approval that the Shogun places in her, and for this reason, I also greatly respect her. But if there ever comes a day when she disobeys the Shogun's will, then please accept my apologies in advance.
My job is to honor my contract with Rex Lapis by looking out for the interests of all living things in Liyue.
Ganyu? Oh yeah! I remember her! Vegetarian.
You have a last-minute job for me? Okay, sorry, please don't try and explain it all verbally. Write it down. Leave a note here. I'll get to it as soon as possible. Let's see. I want to understand Ganyu better. What sort of request is that? I've never done this before. Okay, I can, run you through my annual review from last year? That should bring you up to speed on me. No good? Oh, okay then. I've had a long, hard think, and I've realized that so long as it's for a work-related matter, there's really nothing for me to be embarrassed about. So if you really need to understand me more, this, hairpiece, it's actually my horns. That's right. I'm part illuminated beast. Qilin, to be exact. Okay, so now that we've got that out of the way, please sign this non-disclosure agreement for me. And don't tell us all. Even though I'm part Qilin, I'm still part human, too. Still, all these years I've been asking myself the same question. Do I really belong in the human world? Maybe I'm just like a dendro slime hiding in the earth, burying myself in numbers and reports in order to escape reality. Thank you for always making time to chat with me. I feel like I must have spoken more after meeting you than I have in the last 10 years put together. If I keep going like this, maybe one day I'll be able to move on to something other than secretarial work. Now that I've got a few hundred years of experience under my belt, I should be able to avoid any more major mistakes. Copy that. Here is a draft service agreement for your review and consideration. Effective immediately if all is in order. Ah, wait a sec. I forgot to sign it. Can you? There. Right. Now, what was it you needed me to do for you exactly? It's so nice to de-stress. If you lie on the grass, you can feel the heartbeat of the world. Should we really be off work this early? There is still a lot left to do. Oh, good. I was just thinking that the silk flowers at the Feiyun Commerce Guild needed watering. The transport coordinators will probably moan about the muddy mountain roads again, though. It is something of a luxury, but I love listening to the rain from the courtyard. Oh, the sun's out. When did that happen? Ah, the air is just right. Ah, I love the smell of glazed lilies. Morning. What's wrong? Is there something stuck in my hair? Oh, please don't stare at my hairpiece. Ugh, I need a nap. If there aren't any urgent matters, I'll excuse myself. Look how brightly lit the city is at night. Amazing. I wonder what it's like for all the people down there. No thanks. I think I'll pass on the night market. Sorry. May Rex Lapis watch over you. May your dreams be peaceful and sweet. My job is to honor my contract with Rex Lapis by looking out for the interests of all living things in Liyue. I finished all my assignments early today. Overtime? I understand. I'll get right on the case. I want to understand more about humans, and I especially wish to hear what you think of them. Why, you ask? Because you're a bit different from most people in Teyvat, just as I am. Please tell me what you think. So yeah, I was wondering what your opinion is on my work so far. Would you say I'm more of a common chest or more of a luxurious chest? It's fine. I can take it. With authority over 1,000 comes responsibility to 1,000. Rex Lapis knows the meaning of hardship better than anyone else in Liyue. He has seen everything that has happened from ancient times to the present day, and yet he was forced to give up his entire life. Compared to him, I'm just an everyday vision holder with everyday responsibilities. I can't complain about my workload. Where merchants flock and all ships dock, and over the oceans flows its stock. People say this in praise of Liyue's prosperity, but a city only becomes this successful through everyone playing their part diligently. That's the attitude I take to my work. I want to be worthy of what we enjoy here. I've named every single doggy living in Liyue. But they're so funny. Some of them still respond even when you call them the completely wrong name. How fascinating is that? Like if people were to call me Bantu, how am I supposed to know they're talking to me? No way would I respond. Chingson flower petals are pretty tasty. Incredibly tasty, actually. The only reason I don't plant any at Yujing Terrace is because they taste so good that I worry I wouldn't be able to control myself. Huh? Bitter? Yes, they are. Isn't that what they're supposed to taste like? I have absolute faith in Rex Lapis. It was only through his leadership that we were able to repel the monsters and subdue the sea creatures, and thus protect the peace of Liyue. The sight of him protecting the masses, and the memory of our centuries of camaraderie, I shall never forget it. All of Rex Lapis's decisions prioritize the welfare of all life in Liyue. That's what I admire about him the most. I want to live up to the same standard, but it seems that the harder I try to follow in his footsteps, the more overwhelmed I get and the more mistakes I make. Each Tianquan adds their own interpretation and amendments to the founding laws of Liyue. The current one, Ningguang, does it with unmatched efficiency, but that efficacious manner of hers draws a great deal of criticism. I suppose it is always simpler to criticize than to tolerate. I cannot stand her disrespectful attitude towards Rex Lapis. But he says to me, Ganyu, this is just the kind of person Liyue needs in this day and age. I guess I'm not smart enough because I simply do not understand what he means by that. I think I need more life experience to become wise enough to comprehend his words. She came to me recently to discuss the reopening of the Bishui trade route. She even asked me what Rex Lapis would do if it were him. Admittedly, what we came up with was not quite on par with what he would have chosen. But seeing the way she kept starting her plan from scratch over and over again, I think I started to understand her a little bit. You mean the boy in the blue jacket from the Feiyun Commerce Guild? He's nothing like his father and brother. Doesn't seem to care about the textile business at all. Seems it's because, as far as he's concerned, there are more important things for him to be doing. Of course, I'm merely speculating. Xiangling is a celebrity, but I try to avoid her restaurant. Just because. No reason. Okay, fine. It's not a big secret anyway. It's because you can smell her cooking all the way from the other end of the street. And once you get a whiff, I mean, that's it. You're gone. Next thing you know, you're ordering your second, maybe third round. You just can't control it. Even though I only eat the vegetarian dishes, I don't know what it is. But that is not a road I want to go down again. Not after. Recently, everyone in Yujing Terrace has been saying nasty.
Mind the side effects. A bitter pill to swallow. Yeah.
Let's go.
My blade!
Don't blink!
That won't work.
Incoming! Don't blink! Hey! Nowhere to hide. Speed of light.
right.